Snakegate, who's responsible? BScott versus NeNe Leakes, the truth, the lies, everything. Let's talk about it. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. So what's going on, girl, y'all? This Snakegate situation, I told you I was going to talk about a little bit more because that review I did on Real Housewives of Atlanta was already long. There was a lot going on. Funny episode. But there's a lot of inside tea that's going on behind the scenes. BScott has revealed that NeNe Leakes is the one that has sent NeNe Leakes' team, because you know we got to clarify, NeNe Leakes' team sent BScott the letter that she sent to Cynthia. Now you all know that NeNe Leakes said that she does not talk to bloggers. She's not cool with bloggers. She also said that she did not send that. She would never do anything like that. She had me thinking that it was Kenya. Honestly, I thought it was Kenya that possibly did it. It sounded like something that Kenya would do. But then I started to think about it once BScott dropped the story and did a whole podcast discussing. Now, I don't think BScott has no reason to lie about anything, even though the information of him saying that Beyonce was doing a Las Vegas residency was not true. BScott, when it comes to stuff like this on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Bravo, anything, BScott T is always accurate. So one thing, NeNe Leakes says she is not cool with bloggers. She doesn't talk to them. She does not hang out with them. That is a bold-faced lie. I had to think about that because years ago when I first moved to Atlanta, you all know I was kind of cool with a couple of bloggers and stuff. One of them was straight from the A, Michelle Brown. Now y'all know I don't care for her. Sis is trash. But her and NeNe did have a very close relationship. They were very cool. They talked. And I feel like NeNe Leakes used to befriend bloggers to keep her from being sprayed. Some bloggers are interested, some journalists, whatever you want to call them, I'm gonna talk about that too. Some of us are interested in, getting in these circles with these celebrities and stuff, and sometimes we won't spray certain stuff, we won't, put information out because we don't want to be kicked out of that circle. We don't want to, be that person that's not invited to things like that. I've already told you I don't consider myself a blogger. I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I don't consider myself any of that. If anything, I'm a content creator. I do way more stuff behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and a lot of brand building stuff. And I'm not interested in being on nobody's show. I'm not interested in being a side reporter for BET, for VH1. I'm not interested in that. I'm only interested in providing the stuff and talking about the stuff that I'm interested in and having these conversations and stuff. If anything I owe anybody is the supporters and people who watch me. So therefore, all these celebrities can follow me. It's a couple of celebrities from Housewives who do follow me on Instagram. It's a couple of celebrities who engage with me and stuff, who message me every once in a while. But I am only speaking to the folks who watch me. I am not in allegiance to any of these folks. I'm not trying to get into any of y'all circles. I'm not interested in being on anybody's guest list and all of that because I know I've seen it. I've seen someone be in all those circles and what it did to them as far as them not being able to excel and do stuff because they felt like they couldn't do things because such and such and such. I ain't interested in that. Not saying that every celebrity is like that, but some celebrities do realize that and they'll try to be cool with them. So I think that's what NeNe did with Michelle Brown. I think she was cool with her. And I know that NeNe did leak some stuff to Michelle Brown. She leaked some stuff several times to Straight from the A. And the whole thing of her saying that she's not cool with celebrities is just simply not true. Also, the Snakegate stuff is a bold-faced lie. BScott reported and said that there is no snake, there is no recording, there is no audio. And it makes the most sense because anytime it was something like that, even when Phaedra butt dialed NeNe's friend, they played that. We heard the recording of the butt dial. They played it. If it was something that NeNe had, Bravo would have played that. That would have been good in NeNe's hand because it would have gave her more stuff to talk about. But NeNe, I'm going to tell y'all what is going on. NeNe Leakes is on her end. I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but NeNe Leakes is about to be out. I think this is going to be her last season on Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are already slickly slowly but surely phasing her out. We're not seeing her in a lot of episodes. We're not seeing her in a lot of scenes. The cast ain't too much interested in her. I mean, her and Portia might be cool this week, but I don't think at this point that there is anything that can save NeNe Leakes to be on a season 13, if there is a season 13 of Housewives. I think people are tired of NeNe, and I think that a lot of them is the production and stuff is probably tired of NeNe, and they just like, girl, we don't need to continue to pay you such and such amount of episode, and you ain't really bringing nothing. Y'all know NeNe said that the first 2 episodes was the pre-show. She came on, the ratings didn't dip or they didn't go up that much. Like, it didn't do anything significant for us to think that we need NeNe to going forward. We don't need NeNe at this point. NeNe's not, if anything, Bravo knows that NeNe needs Bravo. Like, NeNe, not to drag you too much, but to drag you just a little bit for the city. Sis, you ain't really did anything to stand alone. You've been on Housewives for 12 years. Like, you still laying in the bed with a phone recording yourself talking about Housewives. You should have built a set. You celebrities, like, I'm just confused. And folks saying, oh, well, these celebrities don't need to be invested all of their money. This is something they're doing on the side. If it was not that serious, these folks would not have the review of the episode the day after, the hour or 2 after the show go off. Kandi had her review 20 minutes after the show went out. Kandi's taking it serious. Her sets be looking cute. Now, the last set she could have did a little better job with, because that chair, I didn't like it, and it was kind of all over the place and stuff. But Kandi is doing these reviews. She is trying to build it. I don't blame her. Like, Kandi had the, Candy Coated Night show going. Kandi had the Candy Coated Night show, went on, did good. I don't want it to be picked up by no HBO Showtime. I think she needs to build something online, an online presence, so the fact that if she ever leaves Bravo, she can still do the same stuff by herself. If that was me, baby, I would build something online presence so strong that Bravo, whoever I signed with, would make me sign a contract and say, girl, you're going to have to kind of give us that content, because we need to make money off of that. You can't be making money off of us. But that's the thing, like, Candace recognizing that it's costing her nothing to record and talk about this stuff. And then she has access already. She sees the episode before the episode even drops. Like, she can do her review. She was on Watch What Happens Live, and the show dropped. Like, and her review dropped while she was on the show. So, back to NeNe. NeNe hasn't built anything. NeNe, her comedian thing, she did that. The little break thing came out, kind of, had under stress a little bit. But we've not seen, there's nothing that NeNe is doing that we can just go to. The little Tag Boutique stuff, I'm guaranteed that Tag Boutique store is not bringing in her enough money to do a lot. It's probably paying a little bit of taxes on, or paying a light bill or phone bill. Like, this is how I look at it. There's some stuff that I do that pays the little bitty small things in the house, like pay the light bill or pay the cable bill or something like that. But there's some stuff that I do that pays the mortgage, the car note, the car insurance, pays my medical insurance, pays these student loans, that type of stuff. And NeNe does not have anything other than that, Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's a big portion of her check, like her income. Like, she needs the show, which is why she on Instagram now putting up booking information under a Gmail account. This is not to spray NeNe. This is not to get on NeNe's head, but it's to realize, like, NeNe, it is time to wake up. It's been time to wake up. You need to clean up your whole brain. You could have been built. Folks are listening to you, even if they don't like you. They want to hear you talk about what you got to say about the show. You could have owned this. But since you sitting up in your closet, putting a phone up and recording, it ain't good enough. It's not good enough. NeNe, you need to treat this stuff seriously. If you're going to be a comedian, you need to have a bigger online presence. Everybody's using your gifts. Everybody's using your videos, and you react. You need to be owning that content, sis. That don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. Like, Kandi ain't got that many gifts out. Half the gifts she got is with Phaedra. And Kandi out here, Kandi online. She telling folks to subscribe to her YouTube channel. She got all this other stuff. Like, Kandi is out here monetizing the moment. And NeNe, you have it. And then folks gonna let you go. You better take this season 12 check, and you better do whatever you got to do. I hope you all owning some properties and stuff, because it ain't looking good. And it's also not looking good that you lied and made it seem as though you had a recording of Cynthia talking trash about you. I think you played it two ways. I think you played it to get you some storyline or whatever. And I think you also played it to see if Cynthia is going to feel like she messed up. Like, oh my gosh, like I did. I think you wanted Cynthia to admit that she was talking about you. And Cynthia probably didn't say anything but a little small stuff. Like, we all talk about our friends. You know, we might not be dogging them out. We might be like, girl, sis can't keep talking to me about this man issue because I ain't trying to hear. Like, we all say little things and stuff. But I promise you, Cynthia probably said something very light and not that bad. But NeNe acting like she dogged her out really, really bad. And I just don't see Cynthia as doing that. Like, Cynthia was like getting puppet eyes anytime she saw NeNe Leakes. Even Peter recognized that. Like, Peter was like, you know, the way Cynthia, you know, the way, you know, NeNe, you like treats you, it's not cute. NeNe, I recognize you in this big sister stuff because you like to use that as, oh, you big sister, I'm big sister. But NeNe, you have abandonment issues and you have attachment issues real bad. Like, you feel like if somebody leaves you or somebody ain't talking to you, like they never meant you no good or whatever. Like, girl, you be toxic half the time, to be quite honest. There was no reason for you to call Portia fat and to talk about she was fat before she got pregnant. There was no reason for you to talk about Kenya looking like a buffalo and she giving birth to whatever. All that stuff was like garbage. NeNe, it was not cute. You can't be out here doing it. You out here changing faces. Like, girl, you out here looking like the nose and stuff that folks wear to costume parties. Like, you can't be out here dragging folks and shading folks like you ain't had no work done. Like, girl, come on now. Come on, NeNe. So, BScott seems to be pissed off to the highest pissativity because for BScott to go on this rant about NeNe means that NeNe did something wrong. And that hurts BScott's repertoire. Like, BScott is known for these things. Like, we go to BScott when we know about some underground stuff, like some TT, especially when it comes to Bravo. And for you to lie on BScott, that hurts BScott's brain. So BScott had to respond, and I guarantee you, BScott makes money off of him being the person that has the T on Bravo. So, girl, I don't blame BScott for spraying you and getting you together in that podcast. I don't blame BScott at all. And it also brings attention to BScott's podcast as well as their website. So BScott is able to profit off this moment, even though he is pissed off at you. But I think you told a bold-faced lie about the thing, and I'm really hurt by that because I thought that Kenya really did do that. And I hate when there are two people telling the story and I can't tell who is telling the truth and who's telling the lie, because I kind of trust both of them and I'm going off of stuff I don't know them personally. That's irritating. So for you to just sit here and telling a bold-faced lie like that, and you done sent this stuff up to BScott ain't got no reason to lie about that. I don't see BScott lying. So I think your team, you may not have sent it. Come on, because you used the lawyer terms. You didn't send it, but your team sent it probably under your discretion. I guarantee you that. So your team sent it to BScott, which was a mess. You should just owned up to it. I think you could have just said, BScott, like, girl, don't drop this until such and such. Like, this is some tea. Don't drop this in 24 hours for the episode or whatever. There was a better way you could have did that, but you dropped it because you were trying to clean up your image, because you know that the girls were ragging on you the last couple of months. They did not enjoy you on the reunion. They didn't enjoy how you talked to Cynthia. And I'm gonna tell you, NeNe, like, girl, if you come with this energy like you did on this reunion, you need to. The only way you can save yourself, I'm gonna tell you, is if you come to this reunion and lay it all out and say that you messed up. You might want to do this stuff where you cried and you put the stuff in the corner of your eye and folks will say, NeNe! You might want to do that, but girl, I'm telling you, come with that energy like you don't care, we ain't gonna be interested in seeing you on season 13. I don't care what y'all got to say about it. That's how I'm seeing it. But BScott then gathered you together, and I believe everything that BScott has said. I don't think they lied at all. I think you did send that letter that you sent to Cynthia to BScott. Your team did that, and this whole Snakegate situation, there is no recording, there is no visual, there is no audio, and your story is just not the same. Your story is not the same at all. It's just not there. It ain't making no sense. But tell me what y'all think about it. Girl, who y'all believe? Do y'all believe NeNe out here, or do you believe BScott? I personally believe BScott, and I don't think BScott has a reason to lie. I think BScott is really pissed off at NeNe Leakes for what she did. and what she said. Like I said, NeNe has been known to be cool with several bloggers, so I don't know how she's sitting here saying she does not befriend bloggers. Like, girl, that was a bold-faced lie. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. Sound off, and I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.